lashes. They are more important than we think, okay? When it comes to lashes, you need to be very, very careful with your choice of lashes. Hello, Kendra. You need to be very, very careful about your choice of lashes. The reason why is because, as I usually say in my lives, all eyes don't work for everything. So for instance, like I always say, I have a hooded eye. So with me having a hooded eye, there are certain lashes that will work for me, whereas my friend Ashley, who is here today, can pretty much wear any kind of lash she wants, for the simple fact that she has more of an almond eye. So what I suggest that you do is actually take the time to discover what kind of eye shape you have. What kind of eye shape you have, and that will tell you what kind of lash to get. Okay, so let me start by saying there are certain lashes that are small, that don't have a lot of oomph to them, but they're still wearable for certain eye shapes. So for instance, this lash right here, let me see if I can get it. Yep. This is called a Wispy Lash, and this actually is my favorite lash. This is a part of the by Nicole Modesty lash line, which comes in a 10-pack, and we're going to start selling those on June 8th, doing pre-orders. So this lash is my favorite because it doesn't scare you too much. Now, for some people, they may look at it and say, oh my God, that's too long. Well, let me introduce you to the other ones, the other option. I'm going to show you this one. For this one may seem a little bit too long and too thick for the woman on the go in comparison to this. Once again, I'm going to try to put it up. Yeah, in comparison to this. So if you're the woman on the go and just wants a little bit of oomph, but not too much, then a Wispy Lash may be for you. Yeah, Tasha, this is what I used for you on your birthday. So it wasn't too much. It wasn't too light. It was more like Goldilocks and Three Bears. It was just right. Okay, so this works very well for me. It works very well for, like I said, the woman on the go who just wants a little pop and just leave. But there are ladies out there who enjoy their 4D, 5D, 9D lashes, their mink lashes. And that's fine. And that's fine, but it depends on the look. Now, the reason why I wouldn't wear these very often is for the simple fact that they have thicker lashes to them. Okay, some people wear these every day. Okay, but they have thicker lashes to them, which is fine. However, for me, having a hooded eye, the more weight I have on my eye, the more closed my eye becomes. So when it comes to these lashes, it's just adding a little bit of hair and flare. So once again, these lashes are a little bit of hair and flare, and also you can build on top of these. So you can do doubles on top of these. Since you have a 10-pack, you can do that. Okay, when you get the by Nicole Modesty lash, you can actually do that. So this is a very quick on-the-go type of lash for that woman who is not who's more of a lash virgin. Yay. So for my lash virgins, I would say to go with more of the wispy concept of lash, okay? So like I said, I also recommend that you look into your actual eye shape. Your eye shape is super important. This is your homework. Yeah, this is your homework. Yes, so that's important. Let me see, moving on. The next thing you need to explore is going to be your glue, okay, your adhesive. So there are glues out there, or adhesives, however you want to call them, out there that have paraffins, that have latex, that are not as hypoallergenic as we'd like them to be. So nowadays we've turned over to more of the vegan vegan style lash glue or adhesive. Also ones that are paraffin free and wax free, or is it, yeah, wax free, sorry. So you want to make sure that when you're purchasing a specific type of glue that you are looking out for that, especially for people who have, sensitive eyes. Let me tell y'all a little story. Once upon a time in Pittsburgh, one of my very dear alopecia model friends, and her name I'm not going to say her name. She's anonymous. She knows who she is. But I always tell this story because it just stays in my head. And I was like, oh my God, girl, what are we going to do about your eyes? And this is exactly what happened. So it turns out that the makeup artist had done her lashes, and next thing you know, her eyes just started watering out of nowhere. And I'm like, oh my God, are you okay? I mean, red, water, everything. I was in shock. She was like, I was like, it's your lash glue, isn't it? She was like, yeah, probably. She took the lashes off. This was right before we were supposed to get up on stage to model. She took those lashes off, didn't care. And next thing you knew, her eyes were just fine. If you use the particular type of lash glue, the specific type of lash glue that's catered to those eyes, and these are things that makeup artists also need to ask. We need to ask these questions. Do you have any sensitivities to your eyes in any way? So yeah, ladies, gentlemen, when you're picking out your lash glues, make sure that you are looking out for that. The next thing you need to look out for is the mode of glue. Now, what I mean by that is there is squeeze tube and there is bottle, or tube with bottle. I don't know how you want to put it. I'm going to call it bottle and tube. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the squeeze tube anymore, but I want you to imagine toothpaste, regular old-fashioned toothpaste before the pump came around. Okay, so regular old-fashioned toothpaste is similar to what this glue is. Now, although that is a perfectly fine way of using lash glue, for me personally, I found my way. And my way was the bottle or the tube with the brush applicator. Okay. The reason why is because the squeeze tube doesn't give you a lot of control, whereas the brush applicator, all you do is just sweep it onto the lash. Imagine you're brushing your teeth and you're trying to put that toothpaste onto your toothbrush. All over the place is the possibility. Same thing with the squeeze tube and the lash. And before you know it, you're going to have to clean that puppy up. So that makes a difference as well. Next thing, let me see. What could we talk about next? Lash types. I've already talked about lash types. I talked about lash glue. So the things that you need in your kit. You definitely need your lashes. You definitely need to have your tweezers. Some people are fingers people. I'm a fingers person. I actually can pinch with my fingers, but sometimes they can get a little grimy, and you need to bring in the extra help. So that's where tweezers kick in. Yes, I am selling the glue as well. It will come together as a combo, and you can WhatsApp me. You have my number. WhatsApp me with the information on that one. Okay. All right, so make sure that you have your tweezers. Make sure you have your scissors. Make sure that you have your adhesive or your glue, whichever one you want, okay? And another thing you need to have is also your mascara. Mascara, it just depends on you and your choice and how you want your lashes to look. Some people say I like to do my mascara before my lashes. Or before I put false lashes on. Some people do it afterwards. I am an afterwards person. So I kind of like to blend my lash with the false lash, but I don't touch the false lash. So that's kind of how you keep them clean, okay? Let me think, anything else? Something is on my brain as well. Make sure that you, if you need to, curl your lashes. Curl your lashes. Once upon a time, someone asked me a question about curly lashes. So once again, curly lashes. Curly lashes are kind of like the hooded eyes of lashes. It's a little funny, a little tricky. You have to learn how to work with them. Are you selling in the US? I'm trying to make arrangements now, but I will keep you posted, okay? So you have to be very, very strategic with curly lashes. So usually with curly lashes, what I do for my clients, if I'm going to mascara you, I'm not going to mascara you upward. I'm actually going to mascara you downward. So once again, curly lashes, you want to mascara yourselves, or a makeup artist, you want to mascara them downward, 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 downward. Because what we're doing is kind of training them. When we do it upward, we're training the lashes to go upward. Whereas this time, flip the script. For curly lashes, you want to train them to go downward. Do you curl before? Yes, you do curl before. Yes. Yes, you do curl before the mascara. So that is very helpful. This is only if you need to. Some people don't need to. A lot of my Asian clients, Filipino, Asian, in that circle, they have very straight lashes. So you got to do a little something. Got to do a little squeeze to them. So, and it's okay. At curly clients, I wouldn't even, there's no point. There's no point unless you're going to go the other direction. So there's an up way to curl them and there's an actual down way to curl them too. But I don't even bother with that unless, like I said, unless I need a little extra help. But it is best. That's a great question, Vanessa. It is best to do your curling before the mascara because the whole purpose is for it to stay in place. And the whole purpose of mascara is to keep it in place, to do training. So keep that in mind. All right, so let me see, where shall we begin? Let's do it. Are you guys ready? A friend of mine named Ashley, who is on here, actually came up with a great way for us to get together as a community. No, the kit does not come with a curler. I'm sorry. All it is the 10-pack lash. Forgive me, guys. The 10-pack lash, Deidre, and the glue. So once again, this is the by K. Ooh, this is nice. I haven't ever used this. This is really nice. The by K Nicole, the brand. You get the makeup kit, and you get your 10-pack lashes. In addition to that, you also get your Adhere It. That's what it's called, Adhere It, and it's black and white. I'm glad you said that. Let's talk about colors. Why I gotta be colored? Yeah, it's gotta be colored, y'all. So that's what comes in the kit, okay? You can get a curler from anywhere. I got this bad baby from Daiso, okay? You can get it from the dollar store. You can get it from Mujibo or whatever the name of the little store is now. Let's talk about colors. Why I gotta be black? Why I gotta be white? Okay, so when it comes to black or gray, or when it comes to white, or transparent, there is a difference in when you use it. Number one is preference. Some people prefer white over the black. Some people prefer the black over the white, but it just depends, okay? You have to think about what you're wearing as well. So that's number two. So if you're wearing just a regular natural look every day on the go, like I was saying before, with this lash, if I'm just on the go and I have no makeup whatsoever, then I would probably just stick with the white. I would do the white, okay? But let's say I have somewhere to go tonight and I have more of a dark eyeshadow going on and I want the lash line to become invisible. Then I would go with more of the black. Keep in mind that if you do use black on a natural tone shadow, it is going to remain black. How about that? Why I gotta be black? Because it will be. And sometimes that is very hard to get off of the skin. So be mindful of the colors that you are using. Okay, so I'm very glad that you brought that up, Deidre. Thank you. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get started with a lash. And it turns out that I'm kind of in a mood. And like I said, normally I would not wear a heavy lash like this. I wouldn't wear a heavy lash like this. But for a look like this, maybe I'm going somewhere, maybe it's an evening look. I mean, it's a smoky eye, for Christ's sake. I mean, come on. So if you're gonna go dramatic, you might as well go all the way. For me to do this for me, I can't even rock my own lash, okay? If I wanted to double up, I would, but in most cases, this is my daytime. This is my daytime. So the by K Nicole Modesty Wispy Lash is my daytime. But for my nighttime, I'm gonna be having my own lashes coming soon. Stay tuned. But I'm gonna be using these babies right here. So when you look at lashes, you need to look at them as if they are different. They are meant for left and right, okay? And I know I just went, but anyway, most of the time you have the inner corner. Let me find my cleanest brush here. You have the inner corner and you have the outer corner. So that's how you need to look at lashes. When you look at them straight on when you're purchasing them, you now know that this is the inner corner, this is the outer corner. This outer corner goes to this eye. This outer corner goes to this eye. So follow the flare. Follow the flare. So sometimes you'll see lashes that look alike. I mean, they'll be straight all the way through. There have been times when I have had lashes that are straight, like even all the way through, and you cannot tell the inner corner from the outer corner. So I'm just able to kind of rock them however I want. And just my eyes will tell me which is what based on how I cut it. That's another thing. Because your eyes, the lash can get very comfortable with your eyes. So be mindful of that too. All right, so I'm actually gonna rock this one today. This is from a former Emirati cosmetic company. They stopped maybe about 1.5 to 2 years ago, but they just decided about a year or so ago to give me all of their stuff, and yeah, lashes was one of them. And they were like, here, Kim, take all these lashes. And I was like, okay, don't mind if I do, I sure will. I will do that. And here's one of them. So what we're going to do this together. Once again, we're going to do this together. So what you will do, I don't care what casing you have. So you want to be very careful when you take the lash out of the case. The first thing you want to do is kind of tug, and you can use tweezers to do this as well if your fingers are not small enough or aren't working. And you can use the tweezer to pull the lash from the case, okay? So I'm gonna wait a second. I'm gonna see who's doing it with me. Who's with me? Who's doing this with me? Because I'm holding my lash in my hand. This is the first thing. Some people are probably like me on the other side and have lashes just all over the place. All right. So the next thing that I like to do is to cut the excess. So once again, cut the excess. Deidre, what are you saying? I don't see anything. And guys, oh, that's all right, baby. It's okay. That's all right. But you're learning. That's all that matters. Okay. Good morning or good evening in my case, because I'm on the complete opposite side of the world. Oh, greetings, Delia. I knew you'd be here. All right. So you will see that there is like excess plastic on the ends. So once again, on the ends, you will see that there's like little pieces there. Now, I will say this. If your makeup artist does not cut these, something is wrong. You will know something is wrong because you will say to yourself, something itches. right in here, just itches. Something just itches. So, and actually, no matter how much they cut, sometimes it could just be the glue, maybe. But make sure that if you ever have a makeup artist do this on your eyes, give you lashes, make sure that these two little pieces, once again, the two little ends, I know you guys can see them, are cut, because those can be very piercing into the eyes, okay? So the first thing I like to do, even before I measure, because it just makes no sense to me, is to cut those little ends off. Those just happen to be from the manufacturer, so I don't even like to measure with them. Oh, yay, virgin lash, yay. Nope. The only ones that I'm rocking nowadays that I'm going to be selling is going to be the Modesty. And the reason why it's called Modesty, because it's not too much, it's just enough. And you can, like I said, you can always flare it up from there. But as I get going and get my the rest of my lash line going, you know, later on down the line, then you will get a chance to choose. Okay. So like I said, I just cut those little ends. Let me see if I have I got so much stuff on here. I wish you guys could see it. A mess. So I just cut those two little ends. Okay. So now I'm going to go in and measure my eyes. Measure the lash to my eyes. So let's see. I'm going to take my mirror and I'm going to hold my mirror up in my face. Okay. But I'm going to look my chin up and my eye down. Okay. So kind of looking down. And all I'm going to do is just put the lash, no adhesive. I haven't done any adhesive whatsoever. But I just want to see the measurement of the lash. Is it too long? Is it too short? In most cases, this fits the average eye. Okay, so you may not have to do a lot of additions, but if you do, it's okay to do that. What you want to do if you need to do any additions is to make sure that you do not cut the inner corner. Once again, do not cut the inner corner. That is honestly not meant to be cut because of, well, how can I explain it? The only thing that needs to be cut is that little end that I cut. But when it comes to cutting the actual hairs, you're messing up the measurement of the lashes. And these lashes in particular are meant to flare. Once again, they're meant to flare. So you want to cut more of this end because you want to keep the progression of short to longest going, or shortest to longest going. Okay, so if you're going to do any adjustments and you just want to flare here, then you just cut the outer corner. Okay, so usually what I like to do is to trim maybe 1, 2, there's about, how can I explain it? I'm trying to look at this for myself. So you can see that there are some spaces in between. I like to kind of cut after. So this first little space right here is where I would cut for myself. I'm not breaking off a whole lot of the lash, but just this edge, just to be on the safe side. So I'm going to do that right now. Just to be safe. So once again, can we see it? Yep. All right, cool. So this is the lash that I just took off. Oh, not that one. So this is the lash size that I just took off. That's it. Okay. So now I feel more comfortable, and now I know that I can go in. And you can remeasure your eyes. You can definitely remeasure to make sure that it's not hitting you on the inner corner, because you don't want it going all the way here. You don't have those kind of lashes. When it comes to false lashes, You want to make sure they are as comfortable as possible. Okay, so we're going to remain comfortable and make sure that they stop maybe right before the end of your lash. Okay, so I'm going to use the black glue. Why I gotta be black? Because I'm wearing a silky eye. All right, so once again, this has more of a brush applicator to it. So once again, this is a brush applicator. So all you would do is take it and brush the glue across and go over as many times as you need to. The benefit of my lash glue, this is Adhere It by Nicole, so this is mine. This is my brand, is that it is a vegan lash glue. Another thing to it is that it is very fast drying, and it is no joke. The active ingredient in this bad boy is castor oil. That is the active ingredient. When I heard about that, I was like, oh, most deaf, because that is also a form of, growing our lashes for those who are not familiar with that. So if ever you want to grow your lashes, castor oil does the trick. All right. So like I said before, we're now going to allow the lash glue to kind of get tacky. And I know you guys have heard this a whole lot. Get tacky, get tacky. What does that mean? Usually when you have gray glue, the gray glue will turn black. That's the norm. Get tacky, meaning it gets really sticky. If you put it on 2 seconds after you apply it to the lash or to your lash line, you're gonna get a goopy mess, okay, or a sliding mess. Make sure also that you put the adhesive on the ends really, really good, because those are the areas that cause the most lifting. Hi, I don't care how many lives you still got to do. Yes, yes. All right, just had an aha moment. I never cut. Figure out why my eyes are always itchy. Good point. Yep, there you go. There it is. All right, so another trick. Understand that these lashes have been in this casing for however many months, okay, since their conception from the manufacturer floor, okay? They have taken on the shape of this eye. This is not your eye, okay? So what you want to do also is kind of move. Let me see if I can get this in the frame here. Yeah, kind of move the lash around in like a U shape. So back and forth, like a slinky. Yeah. Kind of give it a chance to be flexible, to be free a little bit. Do what you need to do to make it flexible, because like I said, it will behave a little bit better if you do that, okay? So you already have your glue on. It should be tacky by now. If you're bending and twisting and doing all that, that should be the amount of time to get it tacky. So let's go ahead. Hi, Mectus. Keish, I miss you. All right, so what you're gonna do is take your tweezer or your fingers or however you see fit, and you're gonna drop it. You're gonna drop it off right in the middle of your lash. But how you do that, once again, is to have your mirror straight in front of you. You're going to lift your head up, making sure that your eyes are down, and you're just gonna go into your lash line as close as you can. So once again, go as close as you can. And it's okay to move the lashes where you need to, okay? Now keep in mind, they are not solid yet. You haven't solidified their stay yet. It's still a little, like, oh, okay, I'm getting used to where I am. When you press, that's when you know the stay has been solidified, okay? So let's go in once again. We want to go as close to the lash line. I think I'm cool. As possible. Now, for those who do not have lashes, I did something a little different today. And this was actually the reason why, and I'm kind of done. All right, so I'm press, press, press. Uh-oh, I'm solidifying their stay. Press, push up, push up, push up. So you can see how this lash has changed my whole entire eye. Hence the reason why I'm very cautious in the lashes, the lash styles that I choose for my eyes. Okay, so I just became Jessica Rabbit in a matter of seconds. Okay, let me check something. So once again, you want to press it upward, up, 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 up. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right. So like I was saying, for my ladies or gentlemen who have alopecia. Okay. So when I had alopecia, I still have it, don't get me wrong, but when I had alopecia universalis, and a lot of people have heard this story before, but if you have not, here you go. So when I had alopecia universalis, which is when all of your body hair falls out, like everything, like you have nothing, like no nose hairs, no armpit hairs, no nothing, like brows are gone, lashes are gone, mustache is gone, everything is gone. You are a smooth canvas, okay? When that happened to me, that was, it woke me up. It really did. And it woke me up as far as being a makeup artist, because I had never dealt with anything like that. I had no idea how to draw on my brows. I had no idea. Yeah, you're late. I had no idea how to draw on my brows. I had no idea how I was going to do my lashes without having lashes. I want you guys to think about it. What would life be like for you, for the people who have hair, okay, if you didn't have your brows anymore, nor if you didn't have your lashes anymore? Think about it, especially if you're trying to do lashes. The whole purpose of lashes is to protect your eyes, protect things from getting into your eyes. The whole purpose of brows is to make sure that you don't have a whole lot of sweat going down your face. But hey, it came with the territory at that time. And being a makeup artist, I had to figure it out. So at that time, I was actually using the squeeze tube lash glue. Turns out the squeeze tube lash glue was cool, but it wasn't working for me. So I changed the game a little bit. I was like, well, what about the brush? There was something about the brush that was just like, yeah, let's see how this works. Saw one of my old mentors, makeup artist, at a beauty convention, maybe a year later. And she did something where she used the same brush, same method, and she put it on the eye, the lash line, and then she put the adhesive on the lash. She didn't have to wait very long because between the two, it became like a magnet. Some people like magnetic lashes. That's another thing that was popping up. Okay, with magnetic lashes, those didn't work for me at the time because I didn't have any lashes to magnet. What was the point? If you have a barrier, okay, lash for magnets, they go down, they go up. Okay, if you have a barrier between the two, that's fine. But for me, I had nothing. So I had to figure out how to get this lash on my eyes. And when I saw that all over the lash line or very close to the lash line and then on the lash, when I tell you that girl changed my life, that girl changed my life. And I'm very grateful to her. They also have now, they have the magnetic eyeliner, and then you can just attach the lash. That's fine too. For me, that actually might work. But I'm still kind of working some stuff out with that. But I don't know. There's only so many styles that they have. And I'm picky a little bit. So I don't know. I like to switch it up a little bit too. So it just depends. It depends on you. Some people don't like to mess with eyeliner. Some people just want to go and put their lash on and keep it pushing. It's up to you. There's something out there for everyone. That's what I do want you to know. So alopecia, ladies and gentlemen, oh, look at you. Brad Trumpy, I already told you about yourself through these years. All right, so like I was saying, for the alopecia, ladies and gentlemen, what I suggest you do is get a brush applicator and swipe your lash line and swipe the lash and then watch it reunite it, and it feels so good. Okay, so let's do the other eye for those who are lashing with me. I might end up doing this pretty fast because I'm used to it, like I said. So does anyone have any questions? If your brows are thinning, okay, Brad Trumpy, I'm going to take you seriously. If your brows are thinning, please make sure that you use castor oil on your lashes, sorry. Actually, it's a hair grower, so it doesn't matter. Use castor oil on all of them. It really does work. If there are any other questions, let me know while you guys just sit and watch me get lashed up in here. But maybe I answered everybody's question. That would be dope. I need something super fast. Woman on the go. Woman on the go. Uh-oh, I can't show it with this. Got too much in my hand. Woman on the go needs a wispy lash. You don't need a whole lot. You don't need a whole lot. Just use the clear or the white adhesive, and then wispy lash. It goes on the band. Oh gosh, that's a whole nother story. The band also makes a difference. So bands will make them dance. Yes. Bands do make a difference. Yes. Okay. Now this band that I'm wearing right now, you guys can probably tell, like I said before, it's a very thick band because of the lashes that it's holding. The thicker the band, you too, the thicker the band, the more lashes are on the band. So that's how much it has to hold. So for this, you can already tell that it's kind of like a fish wire, but the lashes are just enough. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Brad. Does Vaseline grow lashes? You know what? I don't know. I've never tried the Vaseline thing, Miss Pat. It probably moisturizes them. I'm allergic to the glue. Is it vegan glue? Do you know what's in the glue? That makes a big difference. If it has any type of paraffins or latex, then you probably are allergic to that type of glue. So you need to look out for glues that do not have any parabens or latex in them. Very, very important. I forgot I was using black. Why I gotta be black? Okay, so I already did my cutting. I already did all of that while I was running my mouth. Hopefully y'all were watching. Hi, what are your thoughts on magnetic lashes? So magnetic lashes are good, but like I said, you have to have something to hold the magnets. Is your glue without those things? Is your glue without those? Yes, my glue is without those things. This is a vegan glue. So it doesn't have any of those because I have sensitive eyes as well, and I wear this like all the time. This is me. People who have seen me within the last year have seen my lash glue, or have seen me with my lash glue on, because I don't have any other lash glue. Yeah, no, mine does not have that. What are my thoughts on magnetic lashes? I'm thinking about buying some. Buy them. Honestly, buy them and see how they work. Like I said, there's a lash out there for everyone. That's why manufacturers and companies are doing this. Avril, I'm not messing with you. Anyway, that's why companies and manufacturers are doing this. They are creating this because there is a market for it. And somebody likes it. Okay, like I said, for me at the time, when I bought these magnetic lashes, I had to realize, hey, girl, you don't have anything to sandwich the magnet. What are you holding the magnet up with? I didn't have anything then. But now that they're coming out with like the magnetic liner and things like that, these are things that may be good for you. You may not like to have the magnet lash on the bottom and magnet lash on the top. You may just want magnet eyeliner and then, yeah, and then magnet lash. You know, it just depends. It just depends. Yes, you need to find yours, darling. And you need to read the ingredients. So okay. This is my friend Mectis. Hold on. Actually, let me see. Can I put Mectis? Mectis. Boom. There we go. Mectis. Mectis said that she has used my lash glue before. She's one of my best clients, actually, guys. So Mectis is one of my best clients. She's used this for the past maybe 2.5 months. She was one of my guinea pigs, actually. So yeah, has sensitive eyes and no problems. Thank you, Mectis, for sharing that. Okay. Well, thank you. Yes, I was sharing with the people earlier, Miss Pat, that yeah, don't practice a look before you have somewhere to go. I always tell my students that. Like, if you have 20 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, whatever, no. If you're just doing, like, learning how to do a look, then you need to actually give yourself a chance to mess up, to fix it, to not feel like you're rushed. Does that make sense? I mean, I was doing this look and I was like, okay, maybe I messed it all up. Maybe. But you can see I just put this lash on and running my mouth. Just running my mouth. I'm going to tell you, my first time doing lashes, there's 2 stories. My first time doing lashes was when I was in makeup school. And shout out to Benton School of Makeup in Dubai, who molded me into being the lady you see today and then some, along with some other wonderful academies in Dubai as well. Shout out to Lipstick Makeup Institute. I remember when I started doing lashes on clients, it was different than doing it on myself. And I actually dropped the lash on the lady's head. The reason why was because of how they were teaching us how to do individual lashes. So we were learning how to do the individual knotted lashes. So this is another option. See, they make these things because there is a market for them. Some people enjoy this. I used to do this for people. I don't do it anymore unless I'm requested to do so, okay? But the point is that my instructor was teaching me how to do it from a different direction. That's how she learned, and that's fine, that works. But after a while, I had to figure out my own way. And like I said, I literally dropped this lash, whichever lash it was, might have been a couple of them, and I dropped them on her forehead, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And by then, my instructor had to just take the client. I was like, I'm sorry. The next day I came back, I was a badass, I did it. Okay. Now, fast forward to me losing my lashes. The girl you see right now, I wear lenses. Okay. Imagine not having any lash barrier whatsoever. And next thing you know, you take that lash and you think you got it going on. And next thing you know, you boop, right smack dab in your eye. At that time, I had not discovered the bottle or brush. I had not discovered this yet. I was still using squeeze tube. So I literally had a gray line going across my contact lens. And Corey, my husband, he had to help me. I was like, oh, babe, oh. He was like, okay, we got it. Okay, so it takes practice. I don't want you guys to think that just because you sat here, and thank you for sitting here, and watched me do this live, that all of a sudden, bibbity bobbity boo, you now know how to do lashes. It takes practice. It takes practice to get this. It takes trying out different things. It's just like what you would do with skincare or hair care. Same thing. It takes practice. Yeah, it takes practice. Now, another thing, when you're taking these off, when you're taking them off, when you're caring for them, okay? When you are caring for them, you want to make sure that you're not pulling your lashes with it. So what I suggest you do is to take a Q-tip or a cotton bud and castor oil. Castor oil. So not only is castor oil in the glue, but it also helps to remove the adhesive out of the lashes as well. So I suggest doing that. Excuse me. I suggest doing that, and that will actually help to maneuver that glue out of the lashes or the lash line themselves. Do not just leave that oil there on your lashes. Make sure that you rinse your lashes, or clean your lashes all together with Johnson's baby shampoo or whichever facial cleanser that you use. That's fine. But when it comes to the lashes, you want to make sure that they are as clean as possible. You can use makeup wipe to rid of those, but on the end, yeah, that's what I'm explaining. You just want to make sure that it's as clean as possible. That's only if you could not pull all together. Usually with my lashes, you can pull them with no problem and no lash comes off. But if you still have remnants of lash glue and you feel like, oh, maybe I did too much, then you need to get your cotton bud and just move that castor oil with the cotton bud over that area. So yes, you still can, you just need to let it dry out. Okay. So you can take care of these. You can use them for a long time. A lot of lashes are made to be used for up to 20 plus uses. But guys, let's just keep it real. If you know they're getting dirty, throw them out. I'm sorry to say, throw them out. Don't try to save the world, save yourself. Okay, throw them out. If they're dirty, they're filthy, you know it. They've been kicking it around somewhere in this house. Throw them out. I'm just going to keep it real with you. Throw them out and start again. That's the benefit of having the by K Nicole Modesty, is that once it gets really, really dirty, once it gets dirty, you can move on to your next pair. And you have 10 pairs to last you. You have one for practice. You have one for your girl, for a friend, your sister, girlfriends, whoever. You have enough. Girl, let me use some lashes. Okay. Okay, that's me thinking. Lashes are, oh, Father. Now, there are manufacturers out there or vendors out there that actually do sell weave bottle. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Weave bottle looking lash glue. So in reality, it is lash glue. But to us, knowing what we know about weaves and hair extensions, we would think that it is actual weave glue. Now, do I recommend that? No. Let's just say you don't have the benefit of getting that particular bottle of lash glue, and you do end up using weave glue. Yes. Yes, Deidre. Okay. The only people I know of who can do things like that, and what I mean by that is using weave glue for their lashes, in my opinion, are drag queens. They have about 8 to 12 lashes to hold up. Those are the only people that I would say have the allowance to use. Have have the allowance to use those types of adhesives, and that would be drag queens. Hi, Kendria. Weave glue is ghetto, but ruins your... Yeah, I mean, hey, it ruins your hair. Quick weaves will quickly take your hair out too. So you better be careful of using them on your lashes. I mean, you have two totally different grades of hair that you're dealing with. And these are very sensitive. And that's why manufacturers and other companies make things that are specific to the hair grade. So you got to be careful. You can't use everything on everything. Trying to think if there's anything else that I need to add before we close this Just Makeup with Me. All about that lash. Yes. I want to see if you guys are going to actually try this. Just try it and see what happens, because you never know. You never know. You might actually get really, really good with it. First, hold on. Let me read. Hold on, Shagunda. I'm going to put you up here. And my first set of lashes were replaced one with weave glue. I had an allergic reaction and had to have them removed with acetone, people. Don't do... Oh, girlfriend. Oh my God. Girlfriend. I love you. And if I ever do your face again, my techniques have totally changed. This was not me, by the way. It wasn't... But it's just the point. These are stories that are going on all around America, and probably just America. Oh, they were singles. Oh, they were the singles like this, girl. Like this. At the lash bar. Is that what you're talking about? She said, no, it wasn't you. It wasn't me. Praise the Lord. Yeah. I mean, it's serious out in these streets. People are having reactions. We have reactions in our hair. Yeah. But no, Miss Pat, she's saying they were doing the weave glue with these. With these. Yeah. So that's just no. So buyer beware. You know, proceed with the air of caution. I think that's how they say it. Yeah. So we, like you said, Kendria. Let me make sure. Ken Johnson said, "It's not worth the horror. Sometimes it's better to pay for the good stuff." Yeah. Same thing with glitter. You know, when people try to use glitter on their eyeshadows and things like that, do not use the cosmetic glitters from Hobby Lobby, excuse me, or Michael's. No. Go with the cosmetic grade. Aubrey, no bonding glue. No, madame. No. No bonding glue. This is a no bonding glue zone right here at the by K Nicole, the brand product line. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay, hold up. Yeah, I'm putting you on, Marsha. Went to the salon here in Abu Dhabi and was told that weave glue would be best for sensitive eyes. I left, of course. Well, praise Jesus. My gosh. Yeah. So, I mean, we all have our stories, our horror stories, our experience stories, oh gosh. Somebody actually tried to do that with me once upon a time. I just logged on. So what's the best glue? All right, darling. So just to go back over this, because I'm getting ready to wrap up. The best glue, in my opinion, is not weave glue. If it's meant for your hair, just say no. So it depends on your situation, but I like to use the glue. You can use either black or white. It depends on you. It's okay. It depends on you. But what I like to do is use the one with a brush and the like tube, but not the squeeze tube. No, just the brush applicator. Brush applicator, because it's easier for you to paint the glue onto the lashes. Okay. Deidre, message me, please. So if you'd like more information on the kit, so once again, we're going to start doing the by K. Nicole Modesty Lash kits. Starting, the pre-orders are going to start on June 8th. And inside the kit, well, the kit, you get an actual by K. Nicole makeup bag, as well as a 10-pack of Modesty Wispy Lashes. So once again, these are the Wispy Lashes. You have 10 pairs for the rest of the year. You don't have to do anything. You can practice. Like I said, you can share with your sister if you want to, you know, social distancing, understood. But you have that option, okay? And also inside of your kit, not only do you get instructions, you do, but you also get an adherent lash glue. And this is my lash glue. Adherent by K. Nicole, the brand. So once again, it is a black and a white. So it depends on what look you're going for. That determines which lash glue you use. So once again, we're taking pre-orders starting June 8th. So make sure you get yours. Okay. All right, let me see if we have any other comments. Yeah, okay, so I'm working on the states, Shugunda. I'm working on the states. Let me work on it. Let me get it. Let me get it. I got 2 weeks to make it happen. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. All right, guys. So make sure that you go to any of my sites. Instagram is brush class. Yes, brush class _ by K. Nicole. Let me rephrase that. Brush class _ K. Nicole, and that's Nicole. Hold on one second. Let me hide this. And we're going to bring this one up because that should have been there anyway. So you can see the ticker down at the bottom. Once again, for Instagram is brush class _ K. Nicole. And then you have, all of them should have been ticking. On Facebook, it is brush class, and it'll pop up as me, brush class by K. Nicole. It'll pop up. Okay, the website is coming very soon, www.brushclass.com. That will be coming very, very soon. So once again, let's roll through. We got the Instagram. Come on now. Got Instagram for those that want to check out the products. We have the catalog there. You can see all the posts for everything there. We have the by K. Nicole Modesty Lash, the Adherent Vegan Lash Glue 2-in-1. You have the Face Off Brush Cleaner. Hello. Yes, you need to clean your brushes. So make sure that you are being responsible for your makeup brushes. If you treat them well, they'll treat you well. So make sure you get your face off of your brushes with Face Off. And the next thing that you're going to take a look at in the catalog of Instagram is going to be the actual Brush Class by K. Nicole brush system. I'm so super excited about this, and I'm ready for you guys to get your hands on it. And once you do, keep in mind, you do get unlimited masterclass access with me. I'm so scared. Okay, so this is all that comes with by K. Nicole, the brand. And I thank you guys so much for supporting me. And just know that I am here for you for any questions that you may have. I just want to make sure that I produce good quality products for you that will not make you or your body or anything else feel some type of way. Feel like it's a regret. I do not want that. Oh, did I just see what I think I saw? Hold on one second. Go ahead, Marsha. What you say? What you say now? My internet's really slow and stupid. Miss Marsha said that cleaner is the real deal. See, that Face Off is not a lie. Not a lie. My email. Okay, I will go ahead and I will message you directly. Sorry that I forgot that part, but I think you can just DM me. Just PM me. It's fine. Yeah, so you can just get me here. All right, where we get them at, Miss? We get them at, well, you have to do your pre-orders, Marsha. But thank you very, very much, everybody, for joining me today. I am so super excited about this venture. And a lot of you have been with me since the beginning of my makeup journey. And I'm ready to make you guys happy as I can. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Just Makeup with me, Kimberly Carey, lead makeup artist. Stay tuned for our next topic, tutorial, however you want to put it. Make sure, stay good, stay blessed. Please stay safe. Talk to you later. Bye.